Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Tuesday, the 21st of January 2025, the year BSV comes alive. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin. Right, let's see what we got today. We've got the World Economic Forum, these scum of the earth. Honestly, the most evil group of people you could ever imagine. Like, I just, when you're growing up, you're thinking, the word evil is kind of like used out of context. Not here at all. These people described in the Bible as being from the synagogue of Satan, and here they are, in all their glory. So we're going to have a listen to them. I love this post here from Jim Ferguson about Klaus Schwab being in full panic mode. So we'll go through that and listen to that video. Just going to relate that to Rockefeller's secret covenant and how he said they're going to, we can find out who they are. Some news here on the US Bitcoin Treasury Reserve about how they're going to collect all forks by the sounds of it. We'll have a look at Cointelegraph, see if they've got some articles that are worth looking at. Whitney Webb has just posted here about Tether, and then there's an article here related to it about a Tether stablecoin to the rescue of US Treasury. See what's going on there. Some 365 days of Bitcoin history, and then we'll go through the figure as per usual, because I love looking at those these days. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong and transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
All right, here we go. So Naomi Sibit here on X has said, WEF, the socialist New World Order, has failed. Ursula von der Leyen complains that the new cooperative world order has not turned into reality. Remember, they planned it all for 2025. They planned it for this year. They shot their load. They brought it forward to 2020. Started injecting people. And now there's literally all these people having heart attacks, dropping dead around the dinner table, dropping dead at Christmas, coroners not looking into people dying. Absolutely outrageous what's going on. But she says here, she reckons that Ursula von der Leyen has said their New World Order has failed. Instead, competition is alive and thriving today, which is what they want to get rid of. They don't want any right-wing stuff. They want complete control, extreme leftism, like communist. They want a communist dictatorship, is what they are. She said this economically inept socialist thinks that mediocrity is bad. Right, let's have a listen.
The cooperative world order we imagined 25 years ago has not turned into reality.
That's because they wanted to return into reality this year. They shot their load.
Instead, we have entered a new era of harsh geostrategic competition. The world's major
geostrategic competition. I wonder if that's different governments waking up and the people saying, look, we don't want a one world totalitarian dictatorship. Do one. How are we going to get out of it though? Because they own all the resources. They own the central banks. They own everything. We're in a lot of trouble.
Economies are vying for access to raw materials, new technologies, and global trade routes. From AI
Yeah, they need new global trade routes, ones that these bastards don't control.
To clean tech, from quantum to space, from the Arctic to the South China Sea, the race is on. As this competition intensifies, we will likely continue to see frequent use of economic tools, such as sanctions, export controls, and tariffs.
Yeah, well, that's why we need to start using Bitcoin, folks.
That are intended to safeguard economic and national security. But it is important that we balance the imperative to safeguard our security against our opportunity to innovate and enhance our prosperity. In this spirit, we will need to work together to avoid a global race to the bottom, because it is in no one's interest to break the bonds of the global economy. Rather, we need to modernize the rules to sustain our ability to produce mutual gain for our citizens.
Wow, so they're actually talking about working with us instead of killing us all now. Jeepers. It's a turnaround, isn't it? Locking us down and all that. Oh yeah, suddenly we need to start cooperating with these people, otherwise they might get us. Right, and let's see what Jim Ferguson has posted here. He said, Klaus Schwab in full panic mode. Short-term pressure, question mark. What does Klaus Schwab really mean? Is he referring to the return of Trump and the unravelling of the globalist agenda? At Davos, Schwab's tone was desperate, like a man watching his carefully constructed house of cards collapse. The globalist elite have enjoyed years of unchecked power, pushing their policies of control, surveillance and suppression. But now, with Trump back in the White House, their grip is loosening. The Great Awakening is here, and people across the globe are rising against their agenda. Schwab isn't addressing short-term pressure, he's lamenting the fall of their New World Order. The people are taking their power back. No more globalist overreach. No more silencing dissent. This is a new era of sovereignty, freedom and accountability. All right, let's see what this easel bastard says.
Care for the next generation fails, we risk depending into self-serving and short-sighted behaviors that undermine collective progress and lead to profound societal and political shifts. To counter the erosion of hope and confidence in our future, we must go beyond.
To counter the erosion of hope and future, I'll say that again.
To counter the erosion of hope and confidence in our future.
I wonder if he's talking about his own future, referring to their future of being in a communist dictatorship.
We must go beyond reacting just to crisis. We must focus proactively, shaping the future in strategic, innovative and constructive ways.
Oh wow, so what they normally do is they manufacture a crisis and then offer the solution. Maybe he's changing tactic because that's what they've been doing all the time. Yeah, you know, all we need is we just need the right moment to the right crisis in order to bring the world together and install ourselves as world leaders. He's not talking, he's changing his tune. Amazing.
Despite the intense short-term pressures and problems which we all feel.
Yeah, that they created for themselves because we're waking up to what they're doing.
It is not cynicism or negativism which brings us forward, but practical steps to address the real-world challenges, what we want to do here during this meeting.
Wow. Yeah, do one, class. So, this always reminds me of Rockefeller's Secret Covenant about what they're going to do and how they're going to kill us and everything like that. But point 40, it says here, they must never ever find out what we have done, for if they do, we shall have no place to run. For it will be easy to see who we are once the veil has fallen. Our actions shall have revealed who we are, and they will hunt us down, and no persons will give us shelter. Yeah, that's what it is. So we need to start recording what these scumbags have done to us. You know, like, because we just had John O'Looney saying that coroners haven't been investigating sudden death or anything like that. You know, absolutely outrageous, outrageous. But check this out. So BitCrash has said here, according to the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve Bill S4912. 3107, that's 31st of June 2024. The Strategic Reserve is to hold all Bitcoin forks. Whoa. 12. Retention of forks and airdrops. 13. In general, the Secretary shall ensure that with respect to Bitcoins controlled by Strategic Bitcoin Reserve, all digital assets resulting from forks of the Bitcoin distributed ledger and digital assets distributed via airdrops to Bitcoin addresses are accounted for and reasonably stored in the Strategic Bitcoin Reserve. Whoa! They're going to be buying BSV as well, the genuine Bitcoin. Maybe they know. Maybe they know. I mean, that is pretty sensational, really. Let's have a look. So that was what? Bitcoin purchase program. Retention of forks and airdrops. Oh. Here is retention of Bitcoin. Oh. I'll go back and find that. That's fascinating. Fascinating stuff. Alright, let's just see what's going on with Cointelegraph again. Loads on Trump coin. Look, US asset managers file for Trump and Doge ETFs. Now they want a Trump coin ETF. Like, oh my god. Fake Trump and Milana tokens record $4.8 million inflows in 24 hours. Oh my, another scam that is. Trump family meme coins may trigger increased SEC scrutiny onto crypto. Oh, as they should do. MicroStrategy bought 11,000 BTC the week before Trump's inauguration. Oh my goodness. We'll have a look at the figures in a minute to see if they've made any difference. Trump and Melania meme coins attract first-time investors. Oh dear, oh dear. Melania Trump coin, everything you need to know. Oh my god, so they've not just got a Trump coin, now they've got a Melania Trump coin as well. Oh my, talking about making a fast buck. Good grief. What? Trump swings axe on Biden's sweeping AI executive order. El Salvador buys another 12 Greg coin for a country's reserve despite IMF deal asking them not to. Oof, they are going to be on the warpath. I wonder if the market will realise this year. Like, oh my goodness. Trump's America First priorities exclude any mention of crypto. BTC, so he hasn't mentioned it. Probably because he's got Trump coin on the mind. Trump's first lady in office ends with no mention of crypto. First day in office. Biden's crypto legacy, a mixed bag as Trump takes office. Bitcoin price consolidates Trump meme coin sell-off as Donald Trump takes office. Yeah, I'm not interested in reading any of these. XRP price, who cares, honestly. You know, right, we'll leave that. Let's get on to this. That's Whitney Weber said. So as she said, Tether was intimately involved in the FTX scandal, and as the FBI strikes Secret Service on its platform to surveil its users, openly states its main goal is to help spread dollar hegemony globally, which it does through de facto digital dollarization, and seizes people's USDT whenever the Treasury, OFAC, puts them on the naughty list. It is not freedom money, it is the newest phase of the US dollar debt slavery system, and easily acts as a de facto CBDC in terms of its threats to financial liberty. It is a private sector digital currency, but the US national, NatSec, national security states mass surveillance efforts have always been public-private partnerships. Why would the CBDC effort be any different? Yeah, and this was the post that Richard Grenner was just said, we are so back, crypto is MAGA, that's Make America Great Again. So let's see what this article is then. Tether stablecoin to the rescue of US Treasury. I always counsel to go in with eyes open when investing in cryptocurrencies as somebody who has made some good and some terrible investments. With that caveat, it is important to recognize that cryptocurrencies are an amazing advance in the way people conduct commerce and should be embraced by all Americans, the business community and government. One politician who is skeptical of crypto is Senator Elizabeth Warren. She recently represented a list of questions to the Treasury Secretary designate Scott Bessent this week in advance of Jan 16th confirmation hearing before the Senate Finance Committee. Senator Warren seems to believe that a federal government holding $36 trillion in national debt should shy away from the type of cryptocurrency called stablecoin because of risk. The question is a great opportunity for an education of the American people into the cryptocurrency markets to better understand why they are so popular with both average Americans and investment giants. Stablecoins are a category of cryptocurrency that bridge the gap between innovation and security. Bullshit. The stable in the term refers to the fact that these cryptocurrencies have an unchanged value against the US dollar. These stablecoins are backed by reserves of fiat currency like the US dollar and with an array of other cryptocurrencies used as collateral. One question Senator Warren has is whether Secretary-designate Bessent believes that if stablecoin company Tether becomes a significant holder of US Treasuries, could it represent risk to the stability of the Treasury market if Tether experiences a run? Warren's question has created a good opportunity for education around USDT, Tether's stablecoin, and the benefits it drives for the hegemony of the US dollar, maintaining the US dollar as the world reserve currency and creating demand for US debt instruments. All good news for the global US Treasury market. The Senator's questions also invite additional conversation around the incoming Trump administration's need to work with Congress to create meaningful regulatory frameworks for stablecoins and other blockchain technologies for the benefit of the American public. Any regulatory framework should be crafted so as not to be punitive and to aid an expansion that encourages good actors in the space to innovate and expand. Tether's positive role in the modern financial landscape for citizens and nation states is significant. Because of the way USDT is structured and operates, it is arguably the only blockchain-based solution that promotes the future of the US dollar as the primary global reserve currency. This serves as a national security interest in keeping the US government solvent and is a way to stop many countries from ditching the US dollar as a reserve currency. In terms of the US debt market, Tether is already a significant holder of US Treasuries, the 18th largest, jeepers, in fact, at more than $102 billion. Far from posing a threat to the Treasury market, this long position demonstrates Tether's critical role as a liquidity provider and allows broader expansion and participation in the American economy. And in terms of deposit risk, what Senator Warren appears worried about, Tether, unlike most US banks, is over-collateralized. The total dollar value of Tether's reserve assets exceed the global US dollar denominated amount of USDT stablecoins issued. That's nuts. This ensures that anyone wishing to cash in their USDT has reserves available to support the transaction. Always the same can't be said of your local bank. Further, more than 400 million people now use USDT around the world. It's mainly on Tether. They can't really transfer it. It's outrageous. This reduces the concentration risk that comes from having very few but highly concentrated holders of US debt, like, say, China, which minimizes the risk of large sell-off events. Holding USDT diffuses risk to US debt markets globally, because for every Argentinian, Turk, or Brazilian holding USDT, Tether buys the equivalent in US debt. Tether serves to reinforce the US dollar's dominance in the world markets, despite persistent global speculation about the longevity of the dollar as the world reserve currency. Driven in large part by emergency of geopolitical conflicts, diverging economic interests, and the freezing of dollar-denominated assets, Tether has appeared committed to supporting the dollar's impact and relevance in the global economy. Tether has demonstrated that it is not a threat, but rather a crucial partner in reinforcing the US dollar's continuing dominance for the benefit of both the American public and the global financial system. Further cementing this important role is Tether's demonstrated willingness to voluntarily work with the US and international law enforcement agencies to stop the commission of crimes by known criminals and suspected bad actors. Once confirmed, Secretary Bessent should use the understanding to work with skeptics like Senator Warren and remember on both sides of the aisle. Together, they can create needed regulatory and policy solutions for emerging technologies that will benefit the American people and preserve American dollar dominance into the future. Yeah, it's all about, they're protecting their US dollar, isn't it? But they don't really know what to do now that crypto's come along, do they? We're not really in control of this. How can we kind of spin this and maybe get rid of it or maybe keep it? What's the best thing to do? Literally running around like headless chickens. They have no idea. So we missed out yesterday, 20th of January 2010. Satoshi was thinking about Tor. He said, I've been thinking about that for a while. I want to add the back-end support for .onion addresses and connect to them. Then go from there. There aren't many .onion addresses in use for anything because the user has to go through a number of steps to create one. Configure Tor to generate a .onion address. Restart Tor. Configure with the generated address. Perhaps this is intentional to keep Tor so it can't be integrated into file sharing programs in any sufficiently automated way. And I think that was from one of the posts there. I've been thinking about that for a while. I want to add the back-end support for .onion addresses and connecting to them. Then go from there. All right. Also on 20th of Jan 2015 was day 4 of the Silk Road trial. The Silk Road judge eviscerates defence's evidence that Mt. Gox CEO was a suspect. In a serious blow to the defence, the judge precludes Ross Ulbricht's attorneys from cross-examining the DHS agent further on its suspicion of Carpelis and strikes much of his earlier testimony from the record. On the 21st of January 2009, Hal Finney said, looking at ways to add more anonymity to Bitcoin. That was a famous post there from Hal. And also on the 21st, day 5 of the Silk Road trial, prosecution delves for the first time into the journal and logbook found on Ross Ulbricht's laptop at the time of his arrest, revealing his future ambitions for Silk Road. Also on the 21st of January 2023, 2 years ago now, presuming it was Craig wrote, the WEF World, so he's basically saying WF stands for World Engels and Marx Foundation. You will own nothing, and if you're not happy, be sent to the gulag. Oh, brilliant. I wonder if it's still there. Craig said he didn't always post things from that account, but that is hilarious. World Engels and Marx Foundation. You will own nothing, and if you're not happy, be sent to the gulag. So either Craig knows, or whoever it was that was managing that profile knows exactly what's going on. Exactly what's going on. World Engels and Marx Foundation. Brilliant. Right, let's get on with some figures. And we got Gregcoin. I think this must be a new record all-time high. So 106,999. It's almost like 107,000. Let's have a look. Is this all-time high is 108,000. So 106, but we've got genuine Bitcoin here, just $53. Yeah, $53.20, top left of the screen there. All right, to have a look at the difficulty adjustment. Yeah, another all-time high. Whoa. All right, let's have a look at. I'll just close that. There we go. Let's have a look at hash rate on Bitcoin. Plodding along there nicely. Very good. All right, let's have a look at transactions. Yeah, so down to 77.62, and that represents just back down to normal levels here. 1,200,000 transactions over the last 24 hours, representing 32.6%. But Ethereum's just taken the lead, 1.2. But Ethereum can't scale; they're stuck at 1.2. XRP around here, 600,000 again. Gregcoin, not even over 500,000 transactions. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, even looking at this right now, you'd be like, hold on a minute, BSV, what's that? Where's that come from? Oh, what? You're trying to tell me that a coin that's like down in the ranked in the 80s or the 90s on the market cap is like mixing it with these big boys and actually smashing and literally like in second place behind Ethereum? Like, what the hell? It's absolutely insane when you recognize what the figures mean. I'll tell you what, we'll just cross-reference that with what's on chain yet. 1.2 million. All right. Block size, let's have a look at what's coming through. Yeah, small blocks at the moment. Biggest one there I can see is 13. Oh, that's alright. Currently, 168,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than Gradecoin. Mining Bitcoin at a 33% comparable loss. Yeah, the other hash rate, the other profitability still being managed very carefully there. Let's have a look at the politics, because it's all in the pie charts. Global hash rate 7 days, global hash rate 24 hours. Gradecoin hash rate other miners 2.7. B crash other miners 46.5. Fisher price cash, who cares? And we got Bitcoin. Oh, Pool Moscow showing on CoinDance. Let's just have a look at that. What's on chain? All right, so Tal up in the lead again, 27.8. QD Link 27.8 as well. Kuv 21. Others 19.05. Gorilla Pool 3.4. Top Pool 0.68. Top Pool. Where do they get Moscow Pool from then? Strange one. But yep. So 6 miners registered on there so far. Crypto Quant, the exchange's reserve, they're still cashing out. That's hilarious. Tether weather. Oh, look at that. Oh, is the market cap gone up? No. Maybe. Oh, this was maybe just the other day. On the 17th. Oh, yeah, they pumped another $1 million in there, but nothing over the last 24 hours. Short ratio 0.3, so the long ratio's going up. Let's have a look at the exchanges then. Gate.io 1.9, Binance Futures 10 million, Indox 90 million though, Upbit 5.1, Ascendex, oh dear, no trading of BSV on Ascendex, that's not good. Coin 1, there's nothing on there. Poloniex, $17 million worth of that on Poloniex. Sort of come from out of nowhere. $17 million on Poloniex. That's interesting. I wonder if people have seen that BSV is being demonstrated at the World Economic Forum. Who knows? Right, let's have a look at Bitcoin versus Gradecoin. So that's just been plodding along today. Nothing really too exciting. Just kind of holding its own there. Let's have a look at Bitcoin versus USD. Yeah, it's plodding along. So cross-reference that with the orange gateway, a price of 53.28 USDC, plodding along sideways there. We'll have a look at that. Compared to Gradecoin, yeah, it's been plodding along today. Upsy downsies as usual. I've got an entire market cap of $3.6 trillion. Gradecoin at $106,000. That's just been trending upwards today, according to Live Coin Watch. Market cap $2.1 trillion. $2.1 trillion of Gradecoin. Volume 87%, representing 4.18. Something's going on then. That might be if Tether hasn't done that, that might well be Trump's inauguration, like MicroStrategy buying. You know, interesting. XRP in third. Not really doing a lot. Yeah, I've been keep an eye on that. See what Solana's doing with the Trump meme coin being released on it. I mean, Solana can't scale either, but that's just still seen a pump these last sort of few days. Dogecoin, what a joke! Market's pretty much looking the same. What's this? The OKB coin. Let's see if we can find a Bitcoin. Where are we? Number 88, $53. Volume. Zendexian. highest in volume there, followed by Coin DCX. That's an Indian exchange. HTX. All right, let's have a look at liquidity. Is Changeley still up there? Changeley dropping down to second. Hit BTC in first. Is Zendexian still up there? Oh, Coin W. Interesting. Alright, there we go. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. So as ever, if you enjoyed these updates, please ding your donations to your appreciation to either Satoshi at Semi.com, Hangash.io, Simple.cash, Relaser.com, Rockwallet.me or Senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. As ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.